Now, as lifelong Alaskans, we have come to accept the fact that just about everything is more expensive up here. What about New Orleans, boys? But you know what's expensive everywhere right now?
Eggs.
And that is if you can even find any of them. Here on the homestead, we have plenty of eggs.
And they're free. Let us show you how. First, you need some chickens. Now, we get free chickens a couple different ways around here. People circumstances change. They may not want to overwinter the birds, or you want that? Or they might be giving away chickens that are a few years old because their egg production is slowing. How about you? The other way we get free chickens is by starting with eggs. Oh my goodness. Okay, quick.
Creepy?
Yes, quick tell them because this is creepy.
Okay, I'm in creepy face to tell you that this time it's been 3 weeks since they went into the incubator, so it's a little bit later in the process, but we get busy around here and we didn't want you guys to miss it. Oh yeah, did you see it?
Yeah. There's tons of fertilized eggs this time.
Yeah.
Holy buckets. Yeah, he's moving a little
He's
bit.
moving. Whoa, he's moving a lot. Look at him. He's all happy feet in there.
Or he's mad you're shining a light in his retinas.
Yeah, that's bright, you jerk. Knock it off.
Now we'll find a local friend that has chickens.
And a rooster.
Yep, that too. So we find a local friend that has chickens and a rooster, and we get some incubating eggs from them.
Look at those little buddies.
Oh my gosh.
I'm worried about that one. He's too close to the edge.
Oh, I won't let him fall out. You can't fall out, buddy.
No, not that one.
Oh.
That one.
I mean,
they're trying to do their own stunts.
Your butt is in the way. There you go, dude. And I can trade them for something else that we produce on the homestead, like maybe blueberry bourbon barbecue sauce, or this cactus blossom goat's milk soap that's on the website now. Links in the description below. Now I know what you're thinking. Mr. Reeve, where are these chickens going to live?
Now this is what we're going to call the creative portion of this video. This coop behind me, we got for free as a condition of taking a lady's free chickens. She needed it all gone before she could list her house for sale. Now around here, free coops are not impossible to find. But you know what's even easier to find? Free pallets. Now when we moved on to our 40 acres of wilderness here, we had already ready fire aimed an entire yard full of critters. Now those animals needed pens and the chickens needed a coop.
Are you cute? Yeah.
Now we slapped that coop together with a bunch of pallets, some tin roofing, and we even baling wired up some rain catchment with an old rain gutter. Every bit of which we found for free.
Hold, please. Yeah, that's an awful lot of pallets. Free chicken coop pallets. And we already have a chicken coop, my dear.
Then we'll get more chickens.
I've been bamboozled.
All right, y'all. Now don't let Miss Crystal lead you to believe that I'm the one that's responsible for all of these coop building supplies on our property.
That's possibly the truth. Now, if you've been watching our videos for a while, you may have noticed this boat in our driveway. So, we were at a lady's house purchasing a goose. And she says, "Hey, do you want this free boat?" And I said, "Hello, we're the taker of all free things. Of course we want a free boat." So this lovely boat has had multiple plans. It has had plans to be a sauna. It has had plans to be a hot tub surround. I don't know how we're having a hot tub off-grid, but that was its plan. But our very bestest plan is to turn it into a chicken coop. And we will paint a mermaid on the side and name it Chicken of the Sea. Can you see it? Look, it has a covered top. It has windows. We could put nesting boxes in there. We could make a run. It has all the things, you guys. All the things.
Unfortunately, this thing has now been sitting here for 4 years, and if the chickens want to use it as their coop, they're gonna have to evict the squirrels first.
True story, guys. True story. Okay, ready for my good joke?
Oh, okay, yeah.
But that ship has also, unfortunately, sailed.
Wow.
It was a dad joke. Are you proud of me?
Yes, I'm very proud of
Whoop,
you.
whoop.
Now, whether you have a little more traditional style coop or a little more creative creation, your chickens are gonna need bedding. Now, most people use straw for bedding, but here in Alaska, straw is every bit as expensive as hay. And I can't feed my goats straw, but I can line my chicken coop with the hay that my picky goats refuse to eat. Now, in case you're unfamiliar with goats, if hay even looks at the ground, picky goats won't eat it. Now that's a win-win for the homestead wallet. I'm not spending money on hay that my goats won't eat, and I'm not buying separate bedding for the chickens. What are you doing? Oh goodness, oh, you pushed me over. Now we're gonna use this hay to line the floor of the coop and the nesting boxes, or buckets, as it were. Oh.
Okay, quick.
Okay, before we were cool enough to have 20 some odd goats, we would just use shredded paper, which apparently goats aren't as picky as I thought.
Hansel. Everybody made Hansel. He doesn't eat spent hay, but he does eat shredded paper and the plug off my truck. Now we saved what's usually the most expensive part of raising chickens for last, the feed. Here, buddy. In the winter here in Alaska, chickens usually stop laying eggs due to the limited daylight and the fact that their bodies need to be putting their energy into staying warm rather than laying eggs. As opposed to the summer, where there's sometimes 20 plus hours of daylight and the warm weather tells their bodies to produce lots of eggs. Well, it's midnight now. Let's see who's in bed and who's not. One noisy pig? Not sleeping. Yeah. Are you awake? Yeah, do you think it's breakfast time already? Chickens in bed thinking about sleeping. Big white farm dogs not sleeping. Tiny goslings and a tiny goose not in bed yet, but they'll stay nice and warm inside this greenhouse. On our homestead, we feed our chickens based on their seasonal needs. You want a snack, buddy? Yeah? Okay. So, in the wintertime, we bump up their calories and fat with some locally sourced feed that would otherwise go to waste. We get spent grain from this brewery that's just a bit north of us.
What do you think? We got it?
I think we got it.
I think we got it. Oh, found the gas pedal.
Careful, baby. Lord in heaven, you're gonna climb on that? You're like a goat. We get restaurant scraps from a local lodge.
We are here at one of our favorite restaurants, and we have a lovely friend who works here who saves us scraps from the restaurants. Food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get all these are all the day's scraps. Each bag is a day's scraps, and these are all compostable bags that we provide. This is how you know you're a real Alaskan.
Why?
When you have bug spray in your door, even in the middle of winter. And produce scraps from a food pantry.
That thing's heavier than it looks.
In the summer, we add two things to the chickens' feed as they shift into egg production mode. We add a calcium supplement and field peas. Do you want field peas? You probably do. Yeah, how about a carrot for today, though? Here's that free supplement and a quick how-to for you. First, I'm going to make sure they have lots of calcium in their diet. They need calcium to form the shells of the eggs, so we just save all of their old shells and we grind them all down and turn them into dust. And then they get that as a supplement rather than buying ground down oyster shells or another calcium supplement. And the field peas balance out the starch and the protein, so it's comparable to commercial feed that I don't want to pay for. Now, field peas run us about $21 a bag for a 40-pound bag. And commercial feed around here is anywhere from $30 to $43, depending on what variety, if you want corn-free, soy-free, anything like that. With the other food sources that we're already using, our free food sources, we can add the field peas, and to feed 40 layers, we are spending about $160 a month on just the field peas alone. So that's not too bad for feed for chickens. All right, I know what you're thinking. Well, Crystal, you said free, and $160 is not free. Okay, so hear me out. Remember, we're feeding 40 chickens with this, well, not just this one bag, but a couple of bags of these field peas. Remember, those chickens, some of them are free, so they're free chickens, not necessarily spring chickens. So let's give these chickens a conservative 50% optimal egg laying rate, okay? At 50% of their egg laying rate, we're going to get enough dozen eggs after we sell enough to cover the cost of the field piece to be able to keep 30 dozen eggs each month for the 4 months that it's good egg laying season in the summer. And even if that's a high projection and their egg production laying rate is only at 25%, that's still 10 dozen eggs each month for 4 months that we get to store and keep and preserve and eat. The preservation part is really important about how I'm able to get free eggs here in Alaska. If it wasn't for the preservation, we would only get eggs 4 months out of the year. So good news, for any of the eggs that we don't eat during the summer, we preserve them in all the ways. We freeze them, freeze dry them, pickle them, and keep them in the cold room. And also down here is water glassed eggs. If you want to watch a video of how to water glass eggs, I will leave a link in the description for that for you. But basically, water glass eggs are good from a chicken in there for 8 months before they start having any failure rates. And we can't forget Mr. Reeves' most favorite way that I preserve eggs, lemon curd. Because I'm a nice wife, look what I brought for you.
Yay!
Can opener, and because I'm even nicer than that.
I was gonna say, I don't have a spoon.
Oh yeah, you do. Ta-da! There's also a video about how to make lemon curd if you don't know how, linked in the description. Now we understand that you may have different resources in your area than we do, but we hope this video inspires you to find solutions on your own homestead and be creative and don't give in and don't give up, right? Now, if you have a story of ways you've been creative to overcome something on your homestead, leave it in the comments below so we can all learn from each other, yeah?
Yeah. Now, go get yourself some free chickens.
He had to swallow the lemon curd first. Bye. Catch you on the next one.